So I just wanted to kind of like as a reminder that when it comes to trading, each individual trade itself is random. But when you stack those random outcomes over a long enough time frame, and your probabilities will start to play out in your favor. So the chart I have here, if you look at the top of it, probability of seeing at least X amount of consecutive losses out of 50 trades. And obviously, as you make those 50 trades more, 100 trades, 200 trades, 1,000 trades, the likelihood of these losses in a row increases. So when we look at the chart, if you have a 95% win rate strategy, right? You're winning 95% of the time. It is 11.5% likely, right, out of 50 trades to lose 2 in a row. And so just look at this. If your strategy is a 50% win rate, right, look at it over. Your 15% chance, 15% of the time, right, on the average, likely to have 8 losses in a row, right? These aren't just losses out of 50. This is losses in a row. And now you look at this and you think about it and extrapolate it over the long period, over the long time, right? It's very common to have many losses in a row with any given strategy. If you have a strategy that your risk reward is high, you have a 30% win rate. Overall, you're winning more than you're losing. If you look at the chart, it's 6 losses in a row. Every 50 trades is almost guaranteed still. 99.6%. Even at the end, 11 losses in a row, 55% of the time at a 30% win rate. You'll have 11 losses in a row every 50 trades. It's random in the short term. Over the long term, you'll see your probabilities play out. But this chart here is extremely important because what we're dealing with is probabilities. I can't just command, hey, I win 80% of the time according to my back testing, so I'm going to win 8 out of 10 trades every time. That's not how it works. All right, and this chart is a great example of that. Just remember, stick to your strategy. If it worked in back testing, if it works, if it's continuing to work and perform the way it's supposed to, and overall, it's about a lot of time gathered, not 1 week, maybe a month at a time. Make sure it's still performing correctly. Your probabilities will play out in the long run, not in the short run. All right? Hopefully that helps.